You like bullying people.
No, I don't like bullying people.
Why not?
No,
Don't you think that, you know, in today's society there's a lot of people going to schools now. They have all types of different, you know, methods of thinking. Maybe some of them we don't like together. You know, some of those liberals.
Welcome back to another video. And I was hoping that that little clip at the beginning could put a little smile on your face. Not really just from like the liberals thing. There's a little bit of irony, unfortunately, in this clip. And it's, we're talking about the Angry Reactions guy today. Now, if you don't already know who Angry Reactions guy is, I mean, he blew up over TikTok basically overnight just for being an angry dude as a character, reacting to other people on doing stuff on TikTok. You know, we have all kinds of content over on TikTok and short form content over on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. And Angry Reactions was kind of the guy to stand out in terms of doing Stitch content, which of course is just him reacting to other content side by side. And his character kind of took the world by storm. They all really like vibed with it. It was similar to how Khaby Lame blew up, just making fun of people as reactions with it. He didn't even need to say a word. Actually, Khaby didn't need to do anything other than point out the obvious without speaking, right? It was crazy how he got there. Now, Angry Reactions was similar, not exactly, you know, not saying anything at all, but he just gave like angry reactions to everything, even when things didn't need it.
Like, not being mean to me, like,
Who being mean to you?
Or people always
Who?
will say shit like, oh, if you're a creator, if you make content, you have to expect hate, like, you can't get mad about it, whatever. But, like, I'm sensitive, y'all. If you tell me my cakes look like shit, yeah, it's gonna
Who
hurt my
said your
feelings.
cakes look like
But that
shit?
being said, all y'all
Point 'em out!
mean comments, I hope you know
Girl, that cake
algorithm
look good!
can't tell if your comment is mean or nice, so either way, thanks. But anyways, I don't really have a story to talk about today.
And I don't really need to explain what more of his content is, because this is it. This is all it is he really takes things to the next step or the next level when they don't need to be. You know, it's just a little goofy little character, you know. It's just being overly angry or overly protective or overly dramatic for the sake of being overly dramatic or over the top, right? It's just kind of his content. Now, this guy actually got commercial and ad deals, mostly with Planet Fitness, and he did a good couple of advertisements with them. And they just kind of noted him every time someone would talk to him, and they would go like, "That's right, Angry Reactions guy from TikTok," because that's really what everyone knows him for, is the Angry Reactions guy from TikTok. Now, obviously, the guy did have his own life, and the guy, you know, existed outside of TikTok. And weirdly enough, when this kind of broke over on Twitter, I was seeing a lot of people, like, they expected more wholesome out of him just because of a character was portrayed, like, because of his character portrayed, he was supposed to be, like, wholesome, unwholesome dude. And, I mean, we've seen plenty of cases where that's not the case, like Ezra Miller is a perfect example, and Jared Leto even as well. They both have their own lives, but they're not exactly leading them as they would present themselves in movies or on a set of sorts, right? So they're content creators, I mean, in the sense of that they're actors for movies, right? And they, you know, they've portrayed very chill characters before. That's how people just tend to see them, from seeing those characters or seeing them play those roles. And of course, not everyone is, you know, not always in character. These people aren't exactly what they are portraying. And that's very unfortunate in this case, because unfortunately, Angry Reactions guy is getting hit with allegations of domestic violence. Now, I'm going to preface this now. He's not currently in jail. He's not, you know, he's not sitting in a cell right now, and it's very vague on what actually happened, but he was charged and he has been put on bail. He got put on a $50,000 bail. Essentially what happened Monday, February 12th, a woman called in from a hotel saying that there was an altercation going on. There's not a whole lot of report on who it was. I presume they can't just talk about it, you know, wholeheartedly. I don't know if it was the woman specifically who was the one who was in the dispute with him, or if it was someone else on the outside calling. And I've dug through a couple articles and I can't seem to find out what. They're all going based off of what the police are saying, and it seems like they're being very vague, maybe intentionally for the sake of protecting other people, or, you know, given you're talking about domestic dispute here and you don't want retaliation involved, but Monday, February 12th, Burbank, California, that call came in. It was a verbal argument, unfortunately turned physical at some point, and it's unclear what actually happened between Angry Reactions guy and this woman, but it was basically enough to land him in jail. And he caught a felony domestic violence charge. And like I said before, $50,000 bail, and he was released. Now, $50,000 bail is not a lot, but the dude's probably got it. I mean, he got advertisement deals with literally everyone imaginable. I would say not everyone. I might be a little exaggeratory there, but like these advertisement deals were with huge companies. Like Planet Fitness is nothing to scoff at. Do you have any idea how much money they just print? And for them to bring that guy on there, not once, not twice, but like maybe, I think it was like 10 times now, to do 10 different ads with the guy. He's basically part of the marketing team at that point. Now, there's not exactly a whole lot going on with the situation, so I can't like speak on it all specifically about the domestic abuse dispute. But I mean, it's important to note like this situation at hand. Just because he portrays a character, it doesn't mean that he's good, you know, as a result. Maybe the situation is more complicated than we understand. He has yet to speak out about it. I'm presuming as a result, like, because his lawyers are telling him not to, which makes complete sense until everything kind of dies down or maybe something changes. We'll find out. There's not a whole lot going on about it, again, but there are plenty of people still talking about it over on Twitter. There's some people saying that, like, we're not surprised a dude named Angry Reactions is getting charged with domestic violence, you know. For some reason that makes sense to them, but I'm not really sure how we're getting that from a character. Again, Ezra Miller, just look at that one. I'm just saying. You could argue it's an actor versus a celebrity figure at this point, but it is what it is. It's very unfortunate. People did like the guy's content, and you know, to have now a sour note in their mouth after seeing that, and they're just like, you can't really look at him the same anymore. Whether it was more complicated than we think or not, now in the public eye he has this charge, and there's not really a whole lot he can come back and say about it to just clean that image up. He's probably lost his brand deals, if I'm being completely honest. I'm gonna wrap it up here. If there is more information that comes out, if there's enough to make another video, I'll make another video. I don't think there'll be enough really to talk about the whole situation, unless someone in the comments really wants it to. Let me know. If something comes up and there's enough to talk about and you want to see it, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just post more of the information in the pins, and that's how we'll go about it. Subscribe, stick around. Like if you like it, dislike if you dislike it. And comment what you want to see gameplay wise, covering what topics wise. If there's anything you want to talk about, I got a couple different things I'm talking about that aren't exactly breaking news, but they're just general topics about people, people being upset about certain things, or just ridiculous things like console fanboys arguing still, when in reality both of them are getting shafted by the companies that they're defending, and they should really look at themselves in the mirror. I got a Discord server, check that out. We usually hang out every now and then, just playing like Destiny 2. I'm trying to really get into Helldivers 2, but I'm having so many issues getting a bunch of people in because the servers are just not filling up. And I'm probably gonna make a video about that, because I can't get people into the servers because it's always full. And it sucks because the game is so much fun. It is so unbelievably fun, and I cannot wait to play that in that server. Check it out though. And yeah, that's been me talking about the Angry Reactions guy. See ya.